How is it going? Why isn't this game capturing? I'm doing good, and I hope you guys are too. Never mind, there it is. What's happening, Karma? How are you doing? Real quick, I want to give a big thank you to Bap the Worm for the follow. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can catch you around sometime. This was playing Repo with you last night. Alright, and we got Frosty out here asking, which Australian city can claim the birthplace of the swashbuckling silver screen icon, Errol Flynn? Find out when the ad's in about a minute. Still alive? Glad to hear it, my guy. Glad to hear it. Your boy is currently sicker than a vicar. Yeah, I ain't feeling well at the moment. Did Catcher wake up from General? I don't know. Is this not counting? There we go. But yeah, I got a hell of a sinus infection right now. Alright. Yo, honest question I just thought of. Did the people who worked on this game go to work on Darksiders? Also, is that a game series I should consider streaming at some point? I played a couple of them, and then I think the third one I didn't like because I tried to do Souls Light, and I just don't think they did it well. The dashing Errol Flynn was born in the picturesque city of Hobart, Australia. Where are you from? Hobart. Hobart! They closed the door. I'm locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Get fucked. Oh, you thought. Ow. Taste your blade. I'm gonna taste your soul is what I'm gonna taste. Kingdom Hearts? Oh god, no. I don't have the patience for Kingdom Hearts. That's essentially a Final Fantasy game. Yes, I have 2 arms. Thank you for noticing. Can't see shit! Just gonna... Whoop! I don't like any of you people. Oh, did anybody tell you it's rude to hit people with halberds and pikes and swords? Or really just long-handled axes? I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. So I thought, punks. Now allow me to feast on your souls, thank you. They can have your pike and swords. Hey, just don't go hitting people with it. Okay. I don't know why I'm not allowed to hit this man. Hit this man! Alright, well now I'm just gonna run past everybody. That's right, I'm not worried about cannons.
Show yourself, King. Here, Raziel. Everything is decided.
Bitches love cannons.
You cannot comprehend the magnitude, the rapture and the tragedy of this moment. And yet you must. If Nosgoth is to be dragged from the wreckage of its damnation.
I understand only this.
Got my 18-pounder.
You and Mobius have impelled me to this.
It'll be a 16-pounder.
I can trust neither of you. I don't know who's pulling the.
That's the size of the cannonball, by the way. So when you hear like a 4-pounder, it's a set to shoot a 4-pound cannonball.
My own course from here.
Quite our crack 4-pounders we made to fight.
Your fatalism is tiresome, King.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand. Our presence here doesn't alter.
A Helsing abridged moment.
You and I meet here because we are.
You know, I've never seen any of the abridged series.
Met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river. The current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream.
Then I'll dump 1,000 stones.
History is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, then how do we explain William here?
Buddy, I don't even know
Boy king.
what you're talking about. I'm so damn confused.
I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth.
Keep your distance, King.
Years later,
Is this the boss fight?
upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom, I seize this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
I warn you, no further.
This one reckless act unravels the skein of history.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Never
Skein?
becomes the
I always thought it was pronounced
William
Skeen.
dies a
Huh.
martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Mobius profits from it all. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable?
Nah, they really did a good job with the remaster.
Is here in this room, Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver.
Yeah.
The Reaver is the key.
So now we're both armed with the
Two
Soul Reaver.
incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history.
Is that why the background and foreground are vibrating?
Sorcery. Not mine, Raziel. Yours. You have nothing to fear from me, Raziel. You hold all of the cards.
So wait, I just get the sword and... I have no idea what's happening.
Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now.
I actually do like the way the ground is like vibrating like this.
What's happening?
We're hurtling towards our destinies, Raziel. What you feel is the pull of history rushing to meet us.
Oh, how we barely knew ye.
Destiny collide.
It's okay. I live, I die, I live again!
Well, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of balanced guardian in Nosgoth.
Wait, what?
While you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours. This is madness.
What, is Catra still in the shared whatever?
It does not have to be an ending. It can become a prelude. I can't. You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures.
I feel like this is a very pivotal moment in the game I'm not paying attention to. I also don't know how to do that. Oh, in my Discord? That's hilarious.
History abhors a paradox, Raziel. Even now, the time stream strains to divert itself, finding its old course blocked by your refusal to destroy me. The future is reshuffling itself to
Oh, that's so funny.
your monumental decision. This is where we restore ourselves.
No, well, thank you for letting me know about that, Az, because I literally would never have caught that.
It may yet be possible for me to assume my role as Balance Guardian and return the pillars to their rightful inheritors.
To the vampires. And this is the destiny you have urged me to discover. I don't know what game you and Mobius are playing, Kane. But
You connect and you're like, hello, and she never answered. Like, ah, that's just Catra.
I still revere whatever shred of humanity
Gotta wake up,
I've managed
Catra.
to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to.
Then you had to figure out how to hang up? Isn't there a big disconnect button?
Journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Mobius led you here, but you walk away unfettered.
That's honestly so good.
And conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth.
I like how
To see it.
we right back to the 2 minutes of gameplay, 10 minutes of cutscene. Yeah, it's a red phone. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can I take this sword with me? No. Lame. Alright, I guess I should leave. Well, I get that though, Rambo. If you've never messed with Discord before, I can understand it being a little confusing. The thought of Catra waking up to you just being like, what the fuck? How do I do this? What's happening right now? Is like peak comedy. Bam, ladies, chill out. See all around, line around your box, but nothing around hers. Okay, first, ow, bitch. Ow, bitch. Can I use the cannon? No, lame. Guess I'll just use the sword. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. You sold your entire 401k portfolio today? God damn, son. Honestly, though, that's smart. If I knew how to manage my 401k, I would do that right now, but with the plan to buy more in like 3 weeks. I hope this is the right way. I got no idea where I'm going. Crypto is down again? I don't fuck with crypto. I barely understand stocks, and if my policy is, if I don't have at least a basic understanding of what's happening, then I don't put money into it. Okay, Store, I get your overall point, but presumably you would like to be able to retire one day. Like, I'm going to buy stocks whenever I'm convinced they're not gonna get much lower. And then just not do anything with them for 30 years. That's how you build that generational wealth, son. Are you kidding me, Az? Wartime is the best thing for a stock market. It pumps that shit up. That's what got us out of the Great Depression. That and Europe being bombed to hell and back. You earned your crypto, you didn't put in $1? I mean, at that point, even if you only make 30 cents, that's a free 30 cents. We didn't sell a lot to the Axis in World War II. You just stole it from Rambo? Nice. There's enlistment posters all over your hood. I mean, look, like they say, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And it's been about 100 years, which, you know, that's about the time frame we're talking about on average. So yeah, shit's gonna get spicy. Where do I just run around the enemy? Because locking onto the enemy and fighting them is terrible. But if you just run in circles around them, you can just swing wildly and you'll kill them way faster. I mean, not the whole world, probably. This isn't even where I'm supposed to go. Hold that thought. Sorry, cat food went off. No, I don't think the Prince of Kathmandu needs your crypto. Where is Kathmandu? Hold on, I have to feed my cat. She's just looking at me menacingly. Father, it is time for my food. I require sustenance, and I will not dally. I will not humor any tarrying in this. Provision me, Father, so I may feast. You sly cat. Alright. Kathmandu is in Asia.
Yes. I like that look on your face, Mobius.
You're probably right.
You really don't know what to do.
I have no idea.
You, old man. Here you are, caught without your damned staff. I suspect things aren't progressing quite as you'd hoped. You're not used to the fly turning to confront you in your web, are you?
Too lazy to Google? Big same, bruh. Big same.
Poisoned your mind, Razia. Now you see betrayal everywhere, even in your closest allies.
We were never allies, Mobius. Conspirators, perhaps. Briefly.
Why did you not kill Kane when you had the chance? He was at your mercy.
Precisely. I had a choice, and I chose mercy. And now I know your sordid little secret.
I don't know his sordid little secret.
Displacement.
Anyways, on to cheerier topics.
Strangely enough, I was enlightened by
World of Warcraft is really starting to irritate me.
In fact,
Because they do maintenance on Tuesdays and Fridays, which are the mornings I have to play a little.
try to manipulate all of history for your own personal gain.
And then I tried to play Cataclysm Classic because that wasn't under maintenance, and I got an error message saying I couldn't connect to the server. I googled it, and it's only a there's threads of people talking about the issue, but Blizzard's never addressed it, and it's something that they fuck up every time after they do maintenance.
I intend to discover the truth behind all of this.
But you condemn us all with this impetuous act.
Hardly impetuous.
Found this Supercell Storm ambient YouTube video. It's soothing and they animated Supercell really well. That's cool. I would kind of hate that because I hate storms like that.
Deck of cards.
You really think
I legit get really bad anxiety if a bad storm's coming our way.
hey, you servant?
I do not.
Hey, 44444444444. What's up? How you doing?
Raziel, do not forget your purpose here. You are destined to be the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing that particular phrase. As for saving Nosgoth, so far I see precious little reason to bother. And I'll choose my own purpose from here on out, Time Streamer. Right now, I choose to manipulate you for a change. Go.
Looking
There.
forward to the mortuary broadcast this morning. Hell yeah!
You're a cunning serpent. You'll piece it together, I imagine. This era is of no further use to me. You will operate this device to provide me passage. I want to see the world in a simpler time, before the Sarafan began their crusade.
And what about Cain? You're leaving your core behind.
You kill him if it's so damned important.
Is in Nepal in the Himalayan mountains. Oh, that's cool.
Switch, and the device
So you're right. It is in Asia.
But I urge you to reconsider.
You've lost your powers of persuasion, old man.
I'll never see Kathmandu.
Get me.
I like how we're just trusting that this guy is sending us to the right time. Oh god. Man, your boy is sick. I got a sinus infection. Got that drainage. Got that nausea because of the drainage. You hate when travelers get on your case for not traveling?
That infernal
Yeah.
dreaming chamber. I suspected treachery. The stronghold was vacant, derelict, abandoned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Az got me sick. I was playing Repo with him last night. I'm pretty sure he sneezed on my head or something. Ow. Yeah, these guys kind of suck. Any souls? Nope. Alright, cool. He spit in Mort's mouth to get him sick last night, but don't tell him. Well, I don't think I'll ever recover mentally from Az spitting into my mouth. So that's where I'm at with that. Physically, I will eventually get better. Mentally, emotionally, no, that's gone forever. Oh, probably through this door. I think it does, Az. I think it does consume the souls. You trying to eat a sandwich? I wish you luck with your sandwich store. What kind of sandwich is it? I'm gonna guess roast beef with Swiss on rye. No, whole wheat. You don't strike me as a rye guy. Alright, we're doing this easy mode, by which I mean I'm just running away. Run away, run away, run away. Okay, but a lot of people following me. That's right, just get circled and stabbed, idiots. Ow! Cured pepperoni. Those are bigger than what's on a pizza, right? Also, I thought that said cursed pepperoni, and I was like, what the fuck is a cursed pepperoni, and where do I get them? I'm gonna go to a deli, like, yes, I'm here to review your cursed meats. I need a shaman. Yes, I am a purveyor of cursed meats. I'll take some cursed pepperoni. Give me that screaming salami. It's a slice of salami that actively screams the entire time. Oh, I have to fight all these guys. Hey, can you, like, fight each other? It'd be really helpful if you could kill each other. Oh, what we got here? It is, and I'm gonna hit deny on that. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, we're not gonna let that word through. I feel like that'd be trouble. A witch and someone in distressed hair. What if I just find somebody who is distressed and has hair? Does that count? Hold on, I need to eat this soul. If everybody could just fuck off for a minute. Alright. Oh, are you guys still into, like, the spirit realm? That's cool. I'll fight you here. What's the word? Bamboozle. Well, Rambo, I just feel like it would lead to trouble if I let people say it. Consult a fortune teller and an astrologist. My fortune teller told me I'm not allowed to come back. Really, I should have seen that coming. They tell you to get a sausage with hairs on it. That's how you know it's fresh. It's just funny to you? No, that's fair. I'll be honest with you, Rambo. Even if you were like, no, I really want to say that word, I don't care. I gotta make the best decision for the community, and that's what I'm deciding. It's the R word, for anyone who's curious. Yeah. I just gotta play it by ear, though. Your vocab's great, it's your spelling and typing that sucks. Bruh, I feel that so hard. Alright, I don't want to fight these guys. I'm just gonna leave. What's up, Hippie? How you doing? Bitches. Get corner trapped, idiots. Having some lunch? Hell yeah, bro. What you got? I'm gonna guess some like good ass miso soup or something like that. Let's see what Frosty's got to say. Now a verse from our collector tale. In chat today, a cultivate catcher, snooze on the line. Crypto woes and market highs, stocks are the new shrine. Morts dodging foes while souls are reaped, and sandwiches with cured pepperoni are secretly steeped. Or deeply steeped. Yeah, steep your pepperonis, people. Like a tea bag. Words once free, now caught in a web, while hippie munches mooing with ebb. Morts stream a mix of jest and more, where every soul reaver leaves us wanting for more.
If I had any doubts about the era I now occupied, this grotesque tableau certainly eliminated them. For
You drink your pepperonis with tea.
long since murdered by Cain,
A nice Earl Grey with a bunch of pepperoni floating in it. Chicken tender meal. Honestly, that sounds pretty fire, ain't gonna lie. Chicken tenders, french fries. I could go for a nice meal like that. Sounds really filling. Chicken tender tea. I find a nice rooibos goes well with chicken tenders.
His execution marked
$11? Nice.
the vampires,
With a crunchy aftertaste.
far from channeling me into Nosgoth's past. Mobius had propelled me over a century to its ghastly.
Hey, is that the one vampire we met before?
The intent
Pre-Cain?
behind this little detour was unmistakable. Having failed to make me his obedient assassin, Mobius intended to keep me ignorant of my true destiny.
I'm not a big fan of coleslaw, so I guess on the side.
While his deception only reinforced my purpose, Mobius had effectively stranded me here. This left me no course.
Yeah, coleslaw tea wouldn't really do it for me.
And see what changes the century had wrought following Cain's ill-fated decision. Perhaps time had cleared a path for me into the mountains, where I might unearth more.
Coleslaw is so weird.
Mystery of Janos Ordrum.
Slaw is the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. I do think slaw is weird though. I find anything that has mayonnaise as a major component is just a weird food. Like, I'm just not white enough to enjoy mayonnaise. Cole's Law by any other name. You know what else is weird? How funny I smell? No, that's not weird. That's just... That's the cinnamon I rub on myself every morning. I don't shower, I just dry rub with cinnamon every day. Mexicans love mayonnaise? It's a very odd statement. I don't know why. Mayonnaise is kind of high-key disgusting. And of course, it was invented by the French. Can Cozy confirm that? She's not here to ask. Argo would say give Catra cinnamon. I can't give Catra cinnamon. I use it to rub myself down every morning. A nice dry rub. Put on corn, then put crumbly cheese and hot sauce. It slaps. I'll take your word for it. I will not eat things that have mayo in it. I don't like mayo that much. As is the worst. I could believe that.
What pathetic charade is this now, Mobius?
No charade.
I haven't had elote, and it says a lot about me. Oh, you're right, I haven't. Some people dip fries in their soda. I'll dip my french fries in like a Frosty from like Wendy's or Dairy Queen or something. That shit's good.
And left me stranded here.
I am truly
So I'm going to...
but it was necessary. Consider it the last valiant act of a doomed man. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold
Ah, yes.
the result.
It is a tamale. Alright.
You and Cain authored together.
So, let me tell you guys
I'm responsible.
You
about the first time I've had a tamale.
doing so.
So let me clarify this. I will eat damn near anything. My only two real rules when it comes to food is I can't handle super spicy food, so it can't be really spicy, and I can't like cheap Parmesan,
And I take some small comfort.
like the kind you'd get at like pizza places, that like shakeable on the table kind. That smells like vomit to me, and I can't be near it.
Handedly made my sacrifice meaningless.
Hot chocolate. I would try a bite of that, hippie. I don't know if I would like it, but I would try it. Grilled corn on cob, with mayonnaise or crema and top. Ugh, no.
Would alter these events. This wasteland was created by Cain's
mean
original
plasticine?
infusion of the pillars. And amidst all these twists and turns,
The era of dinosaurs?
that has never changed.
Parm the sheep has sawdust in it. Another reason not to eat it. I'd rather eat sawdust than cheap Parmesan. It smells like vomit to me. Anyways, I will try damn near any other food. Like those are really my only two rules. Not super spicy. Can't smell like cheap Parmesan. That's really it. Beyond that, I will try at least one bite of... No, I'll try at least 3 bites of anything.
Cain's failure to
That's a rule my grandfather had, and he told me when I was young. He's like, whenever you're trying a new food, try 3 bites of whatever.
He's a wild card, isn't he?
And if you don't like it after 3 bites, you don't like it, but try at least 3 bites. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good life motto. Plastic pressed Parmesan, Plastisan? Ah. Smells like shake Parmesan in pizza places. That's so rude, Kels. That's so rude.
You're terrified that he
Old garlic powder tastes like sawdust? I could see that.
out of the dilemma you
It's a cheap
orchestrated.
filler? Yeah, I've heard that, Rambo. Anyways, so I have no issue. Like, if I was offered some elote,
Trouble my spirit no more.
and I knew it was, like, good, I would try it.
If you even
I speak in common. That's the most offensive thing anyone's ever said to me, Argo.
way to tell for sure
What is good for you?
if you're willing to.
Kells is a termite confirmed.
Didn't think so.
We just got confirmation on that. Kells is a termite. Anyways, the first time I had a tamale, let me tell you guys about the first time I had a tamale. So I was at my last job. The housekeepers who worked there were all Hispanic. They all knew each other. And they liked me. They were nice to me. I was nice to them. We got along. So they brought in some tamales, and they're like, hey, Dakota, you want a couple tamales? I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't say no to free food. Thank you guys so much. I'm really appreciative. I go to the back to sit down. So, like, our break room area is right next to the HR office. Like, she's just right there. So I'm sitting there. These tamales are wrapped in corn husks. And I get, like, halfway through one. And I'm like, man, this is just fucking rough to eat. How do people eat these? You had a nightmare while you slept? I'm sorry to hear that, Icarus. So eventually I go to the HR lady, because she's way good friends. Oh, it is. She's really good friends with all the housekeepers. She speaks fluent Spanish, so, you know, she talks to them all the time. So I go up to her, and I'm like, hey, Bria, I got some tamales here from the housekeepers. She's like, yeah. I'm like, they're really good, but I have a question. She's like, yeah, what's up? Do you eat the corn husk? And she just starts laughing. And I'm like, so that's a no. You're supposed to unwrap it? And she's like, yeah, you unwrap them first. I ate half the tamale like that. I was legitimately halfway through the thing before I was like, maybe this isn't right. After that, the rest of it was delicious, and I finished it in like 5 minutes. Your dreams are weird as fuck. Yeah, see, I learned. It took me a minute, but I learned. And you know, I just got some fiber in my diet. I just had some roughage, you know? It's good for you. Hey, look, I'll only make the same mistake 5 or 6 times before I learn and I stop. Alright, well I guess I'm underwater over here. It was us fighting giant spiders. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will not be fighting giant spiders. I will be running away screaming from giant spiders. Oh god, no, I wouldn't be embarrassed to tell you guys that. I have done way stupider things. Nothing is coming to mind right now. I'm not gonna go search the archives for dumber shit I've done. But don't worry, it exists. I'm just not gonna go, like, hunt for that information right now. Hey, hold on. Okay, well that's... I'm just swimming around. Eating a big pork dumpling without noticing the rice paper on it when you're young, you heard. Damn, boy, you're really hungry and you got confused. Exactly! It's an understandable mistake. I gotta tell Catcher that story. I will tell Catcher that story. I'll tell everybody that story. I don't care. But no, see, like, you kind of get that, Argo. Like, if there is food, if there is something edible presented with the food, you have to explain that you're not supposed to eat it. The me eating the tamale story. Presumably that's the one Rambo's talking about. The corn husk. I'd prefer if we call it the tamale story instead of the corn husk. Alright, open the map. I need to go to the mountains? To this very day, you check if there's rice paper. Yeah! And now I know to unwrap the tamales. I'm just glad they weren't wrapped in banana leaves, because that's apparently another way people prepare them, and that would have been way worse to eat, I feel like. Corn husks, while unpleasant, are technically edible. Banana leaves, I don't know about. You just waking up, the story that happened a minute ago. Exactly. Exactly. Why is it in food? Why is food being served in it if it looks like food and it's not edible? And it's not even that it's not edible. If not food, why food shaped? Exactly. It's just that, like, it's unpleasant to eat. I could eat it, like, I was taking bites and it was going down. It just wasn't like I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I was about to be like, man, I don't like tamales. They're so hard to eat. Are large, flexible, and waterproof. Impart an aroma of food that's cooked and served in them. Steaming with banana leaves is part of the subtle sweet flavor and aroma. These are not themselves eaten or discarded as... But can you eat them? Like, yeah, you typically don't, but physically, is it possible? You would have eaten the whole thing? Exactly. Did the break room have a camera? No, there were no cameras in the back. Not recommended because they begin difficult to digest and could cause gastrointestinal discomfort. These also contain oxalic acid and toxic consumed in large amounts. Alright, so... Well, it doesn't matter, because now I know to unwrap them. You were and still am a big foodie. I love food, but I don't know if I'd consider myself a foodie, because I'll also eat just some absolute trash. Will make my tummy hurt? My tummy always hurts. Oh, your tummy's gonna hurt? Okay. It's been hurting since 1993. I was 1. It's never stopped hurting. Oh no, your tummy's gonna get upset. It's always upset. They really should have cameras in the back. Well, I don't work there anymore, so I don't really care what they do. Read a word from the dictionary? You got it, hippie. Kiss yourself a foodie no matter the food intake. Food is food no matter what. That's true. Like, I will admit, I've not really, like, had a lot of food I didn't like. I have actually been checked for celiac. So my stomach does not literally always hurt. But, you know, it's whatever. It hurts sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh, hey, speaking of oxalic acid.
Acid.
A sour substance. Or LSD. Acid. 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 I dipped my hand in acid. No, I don't have a hand. Acid. 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 What's up, Deus? Nothing's better than opening up a can of orange juice and getting sprayed on your hand and chair and being drenched. Deus just got drenched with acid. Kind of. OJ is acidic anyway. So Deus, you could say the juice is loose. Makes the world look like a painting. Acid. That sounds kind of cool. Could not say it. I could not, but I chose to say it. Acid is a drug. It is. It is kind of cool. Yeah. That's one of those things I never got to try. And now I feel like I probably shouldn't at this stage of my life. Maybe one day. I don't know. Life is a mystery. Yeah, don't do drugs. I'd hate to recommend drugs or alcohol to anyone. Shouldn't do them. They're bad. This has been a PSA. Looking forward to Duskbloods? No, I've kind of rescinded my opinion on that, Deus, because it's $80 for a fucking digital download, $90 for a physical. If I play Duskbloods, or if I even get a Switch 2, it's gonna be when I can buy one used. I'm not giving Nintendo a damn cent. I don't care if it's a FromSoft exclusive. It could actually be Bloodborne 2, and I'm not paying $90 for it. Go to DC, it's legal. Rambo, I am not even going to attempt to decipher that message. Ass-eyed the inner mind of your hindquarters. I'm just going to take that at face value and accept it for what it is. Is it PvPVE? I mean, isn't that every FromSoft game? Like, what, is there a higher chance of getting invaded in this one or something? Like, I don't really mind getting invaded in, For Real Acid is legal in DC. That's kind of wild, actually. Like, I don't mind getting invaded in FromSoft games. It's not my favorite thing. This one seems to be only multiplayer. That's also fine. That wouldn't bother me. He dropped 2 acids for this spell. Hey, you don't need to type when you're out there tripping the universe. Oh, bro, you got some stinky shoulders.
These were the pillars so familiar.
From
to
Self
my
will regret the
young
decision
eyes.
department of Nintendo.
But now
They'll try to
they
find a way to
have
release it in another
new
place. Oh, I'm
true
sure.
significance. I regarded the pillars' destruction with a new,
Like,
enlightened
Duskbloods
sense of horror.
will sell well on the Switch, but it won't be a console seller, especially for $80 to $90.
Ambition could truly have caused such devastation. I felt that some darker influence was at work here. As I
You can
approached,
crack pipe from a vending machine with a Gov Benefits card?
bound here now for more than a century.
I mean, you get them at gas stations around here.
I bound, hope abandoned, my spirit tethered to this place.
Oh, no, it definitely won't.
What destroyed the circle could not touch me.
New Mario Kart is 80, but not every game seems like... It doesn't matter. No game should be $80.
I alone.
I did, yeah. I did know that,
into
hippie.
madness, and Cain alone was spared the pain of death. When Napraptor's poison
Actually, Kells,
even
they
the
can't.
safety of the wound,
The only two,
much more justice
to my
was
knowledge,
was
the only two substances that can kill you from withdrawals are,
lost balance.
alcohol withdrawals.
Consider us now.
Alcohol withdrawal is actually, like, super serious to the point they recommend hardcore alcoholics go to, like, a rehab facility. And I think opiates, but that's mostly due to, like, how much you vomit.
Your imprisonment.
It causes you to throw up a lot, so you can
You fixate
you can
on
asphyxiate on it.
believe he is the tether
Crackheads
that
are never
binds
broke. That's true. A crackhead never says, "Man, I'm out of money. I guess I'm not smoking crack
Pillars
today."
were subverted by
They're gonna get that money.
invited by the guardians themselves. The more I learn of your circle, the more I see a tiny
Crackheads got a work ethic like nobody else.
Cain
Tears of the
handled
Kingdom was
the
55 or 60. You got physical for
They
45.
sat atop of the pillars.
You got incredibly lucky because I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild, if I went to Walmart right now, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild would be $60.
blunt your wrath.
I've been on the Nintendo train in a good while, but steer clear of them. Damn near as bad. Oh, I hate Nintendo, Argo.
And that the devastation would have been
From the fiery pits of my soul, I hate Nintendo with a passion.
You are a subtle, deceitful creature. But your clever arguments do not absolve Cain. He must die for the pillars to be restored. There is
Like-
no other way.
Other than the N64 games that I did not buy directly from Nintendo that I streamed a while back, nudge nudge wink wink,
consider that it may seem
I refuse to, like, stream Nintendo games because I don't want to give them even this small bit of exposure on the internet. Sometimes they do, Deus. Sometimes they do. Their major IPs they put love and effort into. I don't know about love, but they put effort into, and they're usually good. But they also have made some shovelware in the past, will make shovelware in the future,
Why do you
and then just try to hose down their consumers.
You can see that I am captive here. Show me some mercy.
like the mercy you showed your fellow guardians when you set Cain on them, or the mercy you showed Cain when you kept him ignorant of his destiny.
No,
while you
the
beat
old
him
games
to
that
the
people
spirit
talk
of
about
the
now are classic
Perhaps
after classic.
like the mercy you showed your beloved Napraptor when you made him Cain's first kill.
There was plenty. Trust me, as someone who grew up during the era, there were plenty of crappy games that have all the big makers' names all over them.
I leave
Speaking of IPs ripped to the Nemesis system, yeah.
you and this purgatory from
Warner Brothers comes up with an interesting game mechanic, patents it, uses it twice, and never again. A new Donkey Kong game. Yeah, that's cool. I hope people want to pay $90 for it. Damn, big boy, calm the fuck down. I'm leaving. All terrain is destructible. For $90, it better be. And the thing is, the $90 physical game, you don't even get a physical game. You get a, like, you just get the box and a code to download the game. EA, Nintendo, and then Warner Brothers. I would honestly put Nintendo above EA as far as terrible companies. Exactly. For $90, I better be able to feed Donkey Kong a damn banana. You have a bone to pick with EA because of Anthem and Apex. Very fair and valid. I mean, I don't like EA, but I at least, from a smaller company perspective, I get it. And I am calling EA a smaller company in this regard, because they don't make consoles. Like, Nintendo makes consoles, so they could just, like, not be massive dicks about half the stuff they do. And they would still have, like, a huge market dominance. Cartridge capacity is 32 gig, those again. Because they don't want people to be able to do that. So this, if they actually sell a physical copy of the game, I can go buy it, I can buy it like resale. If they just give you a code where it's like, oh, this gets you the case, and then you have to like download the game. That means, you know, that means you can't like really do resale copies. And Nintendo hates that shit. Oh no, they're not. What, didn't Nintendo, like, sue a guy for millions of dollars for privately modding his own Switch to do silly shit on Breath of the Wild? Nintendo is very much, you play their game the way they want you to play it, or you don't play it. They save on production costs? Exactly! Like, if Nintendo just stopped being assholes to the people who want to play their games, they would be okay, but they gotta be this giant cockbag to literally anybody who likes them. CD keys will be booming? Yeah, probably. Shit, I'm just gonna get an RNG keygen, and I'm just gonna, like, try to redeem 300 different codes until one of them works. Your Resident Evil 4 PC game on disc has a disc code, but can you play it from the disc? Does it still work with just the disc? I don't think I have any Resident Evil game on Steam. Have you seen their fan base dying over the last couple of years and big uproar about their upcoming stuff? Good! Shit, I hope Nintendo gets crushed so hard they damn near closed down. I would prefer if Nintendo did not close down, because I would like them to, like, reform to a company that's not a piece of shit.
Even when it meant sacrificing the whole world.
Because if Nintendo goes out of business, then Sony's the only name in the console game, which is also bad.
An ironic condemnation, given this guilty scene. One would think you'd torn down the pillars single-handedly. What are you trying to obliterate as you drag your loathsome body through this chamber? And
you predict EA in their future? Yeah, I could see that. Looks after doing the installation process.
Things in this world I am learning are rare.
See, because the game is on the disc. Also, why the fuck is Nintendo still using cartridges in 2025? I cannot believe SD cards are more effective than Blu-ray discs at this point. They've actually created a new kind of disc. It's not available for commercial use yet. But it can hold, like, petabytes. The one that starts with a P that's over a terabyte.
And I will unmake you if I become so inclined.
They're not, like, retailable yet.
There are fates worse than death.
But we've legitimately reached a point where, like, every game ever made could be put on one of these discs.
Spooling parasite burrowed deep in the heart of this world.
A petabyte? Thank you. Thank you, Hippie. I thought it was like a terabyte, like a pterodactyl. Play it using your system storage because you can store everything on your cartridge. So Deus, from my understanding, it downloads to the console. So, from my from my understanding of how it works, is you buy the disc, or you buy, like, the case, and the case comes with, like, a code in it. And then you just download the game with that code. So you're essentially paying $10 extra to get a case. Nintendo, we made Tetris on cartridges, so we're gonna stick with that. Exactly. And the other day, I watched, like, a couple people talk about... Where am I supposed to be going, by the way? You have an 8 terabyte portable hard drive? I bought a 5 terabyte a while back for my PlayStation, but it hardly works anymore. And then I just, like... I got a couple for my VOD backups. For his dazzling performance in Shine, Jeffrey Rush took home an Oscar, but which musical maestro did he portray? I have no idea. Imagine having a petabyte of storage. I literally cannot. I actually think I would kind of hate that. Because I'd download shit, and then just download shit and download shit. But then, like, if I had to delete things, it would take years. From my understanding of how it works, yeah, Deus, that's essentially it. Yeah, no, 100% you could. You could have every game that ever existed on one disc. And still have room left over for saving, I guess. I don't know. For the operating systems for the different consoles to play all the games. No, it's actually kind of crazy that they made a disc that holds that much information. Alright, so that's full of dark energy. Asking for his role as a brilliant pianist in the film Shine. Okay, I've learned that information. Thank you, Frosty. But yeah, I went from being actually kind of hyped for something from Nintendo for the first time in a long time to not caring anymore and being like, so Nintendo is going to be Nintendo and it's going to suck. That's underwater. Okay, but now I got dark power. Does this, like, help me in any capacity? Limited support page with the cartridge, while faster won't always contain the full game, will serve as a launcher for downloading title to console. The game cards will be conveniently marked on... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So even if you buy physical, you don't get the game. So why would I even buy the game? And of course, that's the point. That, like, companies don't want you to have physical products anymore. Yeah, because game companies, well, especially game companies, they don't want you to have physical games anymore. Because they can't take them away from you. With a physical game, I own that game. It's my game. Shy of somebody coming into my apartment to take it, they can't do shit about me having that game. Your whole Steam library is rented. Literally, in the user agreement, Steam can ban your account for literally any reason. You can't do anything about it. And you don't get your money back. You don't get your games, like, a code to download them another way, you just don't get to play those ever again. And it's like that through every digital store. If you have games on, you know, PlayStation, if you have digital games on PlayStation, you don't own those. Xbox, you don't own that. Nintendo, digital game, you don't own them. You rent them, and it's an indefinite rental unless the company decides to take it away. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I think it was the president of Ubisoft. I don't know if it's the current president or not, but they said this a while back. That gamers need to get used to the idea of not owning their games. And game companies want that to be the case. They want you to accept that you don't own your game, that you're just renting it from them. So that way, hey, Leaky, what's up? So that way, if people get banned, they're like, oh, well, you know, you don't own the game. You're just borrowing it from them, and they said you can't borrow it anymore.
Lay my sole hope of escaping this demon-infested wasteland. The time streaming device contained therein offered my only prospect of...
That's why physical media... That's one reason physical media is so important.
Some means of breaking the seal.
But also, if you don't own the game, if the game only exists on a server somewhere, or something like that, it could be deleted. It could just cease existing. You admire my tenacity, you catch me morning and afternoon. Hey, it's fun. I love streaming. Hang out with people, play some games. Because let's be real, this is what I would be doing before work anyway. I might not be playing, you know, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2 for fun. But, you know, I'm going to play games regardless, so I might as well hang out with you guys while I do it. Your million dollar Fortnite account screams in terror? It should. Sell it before you get banned. You hate the meds you pass? Oh, hey man, if the doctor's telling you to take the meds, you probably need to take the meds. Oh, you pass out? Like fall asleep or pass out? Because those are two wildly different connotations. Like, one of those, you need medical attention right now, my guy. One of those, yeah, that sucks, and, you know, hopefully the meds, like, the side effect wears down. Fall asleep? Okay. Not as worrying. That still sucks, don't get me wrong, but, you know, that's not medical attention. Your neighbor's mother-in-law passed yesterday and didn't say anything in stream, but it was a rough day for me, as I think about. Oh, man, Rainbow, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry you're having a rough time, you know, thinking about that stuff. But, you know, condolences to you, to your neighbor. Because that's definitely rough. Download the game, internet connection, enough free space in Nintendo Switch 2, system memory or micro SD express card are required. Yeah, essentially, Deus. They're using the cartridge so they can justify charging you $10 more.
The passage of time had indeed cleared my way forward, enabling me to explore the northern mountains of Nosgoth. I was anxious to discover
of course, man, of course.
evidence of Janos Ordrin's existence might still remain.
The game itself is included on the game key card, so to download it before you can play. Download the game, you must have enough free. Yeah, and the key cards are so that way, again, the key cards are so that way you can't resell the game. I would not be surprised for a second if it's not like, once this key card is activated, it can't be reused anywhere. I'll stab everybody. But yeah, Deus, that's why I went from hype to not hype. Very quickly. Oh my god, Cannonball Run. Quit it. Your BS meter keeps sounding off? I mean, it should. Oh yeah, I mean, of course it's Nintendo's fault. Fucking knows. Yeah, of course it's their fault. Nintendo cringe just got cornier. Nintendo is just quintessentially cringe. If one of you guys could just die already, that'd be great. Xbox is getting into swinging. I mean, yeah. I think Xbox has said for a hot minute that their goal is to get Game Pass on everything. They want Game Pass on PC, on PlayStation, on Nintendo. Which doesn't make sense to me because Game Pass has to be a money loser for them. They are not making money on that. And they won't for years. So your Tears of the Kingdom cartridge tune, Tears of the Kingdom NPC to play it. Oh yeah, and Nintendo knows that. Nintendo knows the only thing that's keeping them afloat is the fact that you can't play their IPs on anything but their consoles. Are you kidding? If I could play Nintendo games on a PC, why would I buy a Switch? And they know that. Okay, wait, where am I? Does Game Pass even profit? It literally can't right now for... From streaming Switch games via capture card to streaming it off Yuza instead? Yo. Well, okay, so I know you can. I'm just not willing to put in the effort required to do so. I know some people are. I'm not. Like, I played some Breath of the Wild. I beat the elephant in Breath of the Wild. And it wasn't a game for me. So, like, as far as being able to play Breath of the Wild on PC, I'm just like, well, I don't care. I don't like the game. But yeah, there's 0% chance Game Pass is profitable. Especially with the billions of dollars Microsoft and Sony have been spending against each other to buy studios over the last few years. Like, I only mentioned Sony because they're also buying up studios like crazy. But no, Microsoft was hoping that if they got enough people, like enough exclusives on Game Pass, it would make up for the amount of money they had to spend to buy all these studios. And it might in like 50 years, but you don't have to wait a minute. Only certain games won't be fully on cartridges. All of them should be fully on cartridges. Shut down Vim's Limity, they had all the retro game ROMs. RIP. It's all archived? Oh, that's cool.
Here I discovered the quaint.
Looking for abandonware? Good to know.
Long abandoned and collapsing into ruin. Legend claimed that Janos Ordrin terrorized its villagers until the Sarafan hunters ferreted him out and destroyed him. If there was any truth to the old tales, the lair of the infamous vampire could not be far away. No,
I really want to play Croc 2, which is technically abandonware. I streamed Croc 1 a while back, and it was great. Well, okay, I won't say it was great, but I enjoyed it. Alright, well, I'm making some progress. Why are you turning around like that, Raziel? You have Croc 2 on PC on disc? I did when I was young. When I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6, I have a vague memory of playing Croc 2. I know I played a Croc game, and I know it wasn't the first one, because I played the first one a while back, and it wasn't that. Bim's Lair, not cool to shut down. They even went after the Internet Archives. Honestly, I'm not surprised by that. Nintendo's hatred of ROMs is so stupid too, because they're not maintaining old games. That's another thing that really pisses me off. Like, I feel like companies should almost be legally bound to maintain old games in a capacity. You're essentially destroying... If you don't, and you go after people who do, you're just destroying art. You're intentionally going out of your way to destroy art and media for no reason. Horizon Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Is that game like shut down? But, like, Nintendo's proven they don't care about, you know, any of their old games unless they can make money from it, from, like, the eShops and stuff. Exactly. I don't care about the triple HD remaster of some N64 game that removed all the things I loved about it from my childhood. I want to play the N64 version that I remember from when I was a child. But the triple HD version looks so much better. I don't care. I don't want it to look good. I want it to look so bad I have a headache and I'm nauseous after 45 minutes. That's an old school gaming experience. That's true. A re-release of New Vegas would have me only playing that game for like 3 months. Did I? Okay, yeah, that's where I did this, and then I went up here. Same with the Oblivion remaster. Chef's kiss. I will. That might actually be a day one stream for me. The Oblivion remaster might be a we in it full day off work type stream. I could get real into that. If they do it well. That's what I've heard. That it's going to be this year. And I personally cannot wait. Alright, there's got to be something in the spirit realm here. If that was an April Fool's joke, I might cry. No, and, okay, speaking of old games, I've said this before, and I can't believe I'm going to say it again. Well, I say this every time. But Todd Howard of Bethesda, especially speaking of Oblivion and Elder Scrolls and New Vegas and all that, I agree completely with Todd Howard with his take on this. When asked why Bethesda doesn't put like time and effort into remastering their old games like some companies, he said he thinks it's more important for people to be able to play the original versions on modern hardware than it is for a remaster to be made. He thinks it's better for Bethesda to maintain the old versions of the games and make them playable than to focus on a remaster for those games and abandon them. And I can't believe it. But yeah, I'm agreeing with Todd, it just works Howard on that take. Okay, what the... Hold on. I've been wandering around here for 10 minutes. I have no idea what to do. So I'm going to pull up the guide real quick. But yeah, it's... He's right. Dude shits in Cobalt. Oh, that's good. But I mean, he is 100% right in that take. Like, I would much rather... Like, I don't want to go back through and play Morrowind, right? I've never played it. It's apparently a very hard game, very confusing by, like, every modern standard. Okay. Like, it just uses dice rolls for stuff. If you was looking at me. Alright, there's a wall I can climb around here. But yeah, like, it's important to maintain and preserve old media. Because nobody is going to care. If they just relaunch an old IP, people aren't really going to care that much, I don't think. But if you maintain the old IP, that's how you can get people like, you know, and be like, oh, son, when I was your age, I played this game. And, you know, it's probably not going to be the best. But it's still nice to be able to go back and play it. Alright, I was really impassioned for a little bit there. But I'm also sick, so I need to calm down a little bit. Which is what we're going to do now. Okay, maybe I just leave through here. That was your daily impassioned rant. Alright, let me... How about you guys? You guys got anything you want to rant about a little bit? I'll never discourage a good rant. I love hearing people rant about shit. I will say this. I don't always know if I'm going the right way in this one. But I feel more consistently that I'm progressing forward than I did in the first one. So not all games will be key cartridges. Yeah, just all the games people want. Like Duskbloods, I guarantee that's going to be a key cartridge, Deus. Metroid Prime 4, key cartridge. Silksong, key cartridge.
Human architects. As the figure beneath the balcony silently attested, these were the Ares of winged beings. Undoubtedly, I stood before the mountain refuge of the legendary Janos Ordrin, but the entire sanctuary lay in ruin, collapsed under the force of some ancient cataclysm. As I suspected, the time streamer's deception ensured that I was centuries
It will
too
be-
late to unearth anything of consequence here. With
It will
nothing
be
but
all the
idea of
games
wasteland I had
that
traversed,
Nintendo knows
solve the
people will
puzzle,
want.
and explore these canyons.
Healing and need a girlfriend?
Oh no. Every time you turn up, something monumental and terrible happens.
Need to like post up.
Stomach for it.
No drama.
You just need healing. I'm down to stupid business. They won't allow English business to settle in without going through extra hurdles, including remaining
Still waiting for
all their signs from be French, despite 80 of the folks here being able to understand English.
Biding my time.
Am I guess? Let me guess. Quebec.
Trick on you.
All you buy is retro. You have 5,000 plus ROMs. God damn, Rambo.
Perhaps. I'll make
It's nice to have, especially when you're injured and healing.
to see this wasteland which
Your Xbox is loaded with retro, you thought?
my heart doesn't.
Your
need
fingers
my
healing?
decay.
I thought it was your toe.
If I even suspected that destroying
Montreal,
you
Quebec.
would
Oh,
make
oh, oh, oui, oui.
I
Baguette.
would do it this instant.
I knew you'd see through them, Raziel. Janos is indeed the key.
Don't worry. I will eventually visit Quebec and I will speak the worst French. It will be so bad, they will, like, change laws. So that way, I'm not allowed to do it.
Great danger. We are irritants here.
Toe finger or whatever.
Are being marshaled to eliminate us.
Oh,
As though we're
goddamn karma. Those meds got you fucked up.
Raziel, in their eyes, we are.
Well, they're certainly trying to eliminate you. Can be no doubt of that. I am assaulted relentlessly with demands for you.
Bruh, with meds like that, just put a dress on a lamp. No one's gonna... You'll believe you got a girlfriend there.
As for me, I suspect they made a grave error when they allowed my unique resurrection.
They generally will adore me.
How to destroy
Oh. Oh, no, no.
Underestimate them.
Bonjour. Tu parles français?
this diabolical.
No, I'm sorry. Tu parles français?
If there's some grand
Quebecians just want to be different, for real, for real.
hand doesn't appear to
Actually, no. Quebecians just want to be different. French.
caught out at every turn.
Play Star Wars Battlefront 2016 online.
Puppet, Raziel, haven't you realized that yet?
What do you mean you hate Battlefront 2? Nah, Battlefront 2 was the shit.
Nosgoth's great
Best strat is to wait 30 years for Switch 2 to be less fr...
plaything. But the ones pulling
Honestly,
the
Deus, that
string
is the best strategy.
haven't shown their faces yet.
They don't
They'll love it? Oh my god.
carefully
You got Battlefront 2? Man, the old, like,
Understand, Raziel.
20 whatever Battlefront 2 was the shit. The PS2 one? Oh my god.
Flows around
I actually played that one online.
of least resistance.
That was the first game I played online, was the old Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Shuffling, you
I killed like maybe 3 people, died 40 times. It was the best thing I ever, like the most fun I ever
We
had.
are irritants in this regard as well. History.
You play it offline? You hate it? I mean, that's fair.
And if events
That's
cannot
fair.
be reshuffled to
I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong,
It is the
but I got good memories in my heart of that one.
Bear in mind, that this may be exactly the outcome our
It's
enemies
generational trauma.
trying to pervert.
The menu beats. Oh, I can still hear those.
Tread very.
You can't get anywhere? What do you mean you can't get anywhere? Discover the... Okay, well, something happened in the game. Pass the joint. No, you're fine. My meds got me fucked up. That's what I'm saying, Karma. You want a girlfriend while you're on these meds, just put a dress on a lamp. Nobody... You won't know. You won't be so high, you'll be like, baby, you the best. You light up my world. You hate it? Oh, I'm not talking about the new one. Yeah, Rambo. I ain't talking about like the EA one, the new one. Put a dress on your amp. Exactly. Hey, Gianna, what's up? You'd rant if you could talk. Respect. I can respect that. No, I'm not talking about the new Battlefront, Rambo. I'm talking about, like, Battlefront 2 for the PS2. That one. I did enjoy the new Star Wars Battlefront. Only by being stupid in it. Hey, just so you guys know, an ad's about to start. Amp is just there sitting, all by itself. All by itself. Best time to come in? Exactly. Is that Psyduck? Oh, we all doing good. Hold on, is that? That is Psyduck. Well, it's a duck. The psychic abilities of that duck have not yet been determined. And you know I'm doing good, Gianna. You know I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh boy, let's see what Frosty's gonna say. Let's observe chat in the natural habitat in the wilds of Mulch Chat. A rare sighting of gaming nostalgia and tech debates unfold. Frosty, that's not a rare sighting. That's a third of what we talk about here. The pack howls over Nintendo's cringe and Xbox swinging, while whispers of retro ROMs and abandoned treasure echo through the digital forest. Quebec's linguistic quirks add to a cultural twist as the tribe shares tales of high-of-a-kite meds and solitary battlefront battles. I'm David Attenborough. Oh, God. No, your boy still is sick, though. Sickly and pickly. That's me. Sickle like a pickle. Yeah. Sickle like a pickle. Anyways. Chilling after a long week? That's what I like to hear. Not the long week part, the chilling part. Emma Frost and Ultron? I want them to add Frost Flame. The cowards. The Marvel rival devs are cowards until they add... It's either Frost Flame or Snow Flame. Do I want some of your meds? Nah, I got shit to do, man. It's coming in 7 days. I mean, that's cool, but no, I want them to add Snowflame. Or whatever his name is. The dude who got his powers from doing cocaine. Play Battlefront 2016 offline, don't have all the weapons. Oh yeah, no, I feel that. Like, a modern version of it. The most fun me and a friend had with that game was we would equip, like, the jump pack and a shotgun. So then we would just, like, shotgun jump at people, blast them, stay alive for 5 seconds, then run away. It was the stupidest thing, but it was admittedly really funny. But other than that, like, I wouldn't... Now, today, I would not play that game. God, I can't wait to go to work and take a fat nap for, like, 4 hours. I'm training somebody today, so I'm legitimately just gonna be like, I am sick. I will be asleep. If you need me, come get me, though. I'm so good at my job. I'm gonna take some cold medicine before I go into work. I didn't take it yet because, you know, I want to be able to take it for work. I don't care about not feeling good right now. I need to I need to worry about it later. Oh, over here. Okay. I think I see what to do. Yeah, if you need me, deal with it. I'm taking a 4-hour nap because I'm sick. Me to, like, every guest when they come to check in. Can you check me in? I mean, I can, but you don't want me handling your stuff. I'm ill. And I don't mean that, like, oh, I'm ill. I mean that, like, I may require medical attention in a few days. No, I'll be fine. It's just a sinus infection. Amazon Theraflu? Boss doesn't need to know that. I mean... hold on. Somebody's knocking on our door. Give me a second. Sorry about that. It was a wrong door. Somebody was getting a delivery and had to sign for it, and wrong door. That's all cool though. Paid to upgrade your old Switch games 60 FPS and some. Yeah, that's. And it'll cost you $50 to do so, Deus, if you catch it on sale. Generic Theraflu? Nah. I'll be alright, Rambo. It's just a sinus infection. It just. I hate it because of all the drainage. All the dogs are barking. Scary doggo jump scare. Hey, somebody knocks. He's gonna bork. But yes, sorry about the jump scare, everybody. But he's a good boy. Yeah, somebody knocked, I know. He's looking at me like, Father, do not patronize me. I know I am a good boy. I know I am a protector of this home. Oh, okay. Gotta blind the eye. Are you gonna get under the desk now? Okay. Okay, you're a good boy. You lay down. You lay down, good boy. It didn't scare you? Well, that's good. I generally don't want people to be jump scared by things happening in the stream. Unless I'm getting jump scared in a game, I don't want anybody else to get jump scared. The goodest, borkiest boy that ever did dog. Exactly. Oh, but now we heard some, like, what I think... He thinks it's thunder. I think it's just the delivery truck. But now he's scared and he's hiding under the desk. It's okay. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. Scuttle, that was just me blowing my nose. Calm down. It's okay. Yeah, hopefully that's the last one of, last time that happens for a minute. Watch The Ring on stream and freak. Oh, I did the thing again. Okay, let's not be stupid this time, Dakota. Fight your instincts and use your brain. You sons of bitches. I like how I impale them with the axe. That is just the single most impractical way to use that axe to kill somebody. He's like, I will impale them with the handle. Duskbloods is mostly going to be PvP. Oh, everything I hear about the game makes me way less interested in it. Leave it to fucking Nintendo to fuck up a FromSoft exclusive on their console. Oh, it's getting delayed? No, I didn't know that. The release isn't getting... What's getting delayed then? The pre-orders are because of the tariffs. Oh. Oh yeah, prepare for the cost of that to go up. That's okay. I'm sure everyone will enjoy paying at least 20% more. If not more. It will be more, actually.
The scenes I discovered here were unambiguous. This race of winged beings...
But now that's not happening.
And the creators of the
Hilarious.
were Nosgoth's first...
You know what? If these tariffs end up hurting Nintendo,
appeared to be a curse,
might be worth it.
inflicted upon them by their vanquished enemies. These images confirm the truths that Cain had divulged to me, but I had been too incredulous to accept. I struggled in vain to see how the pieces fit together. How Cain intended to escape the dilemma of his destiny, and what role he
just blame America, it's easier.
and why
I can't argue with
the
that.
dark powers with which he seemed to be allied were so desperate to see Cain dead, and so intent on me being the instrument of his execution.
Okay. Can I not go up there? Okay. Realm shift. When genuinely curious what their response is going to be. Whatever it is, it's going to be whatever is worst for the consumer. Well, I doubt that, Deus. There will still be single-player games. I think FromSoft is just, like, starting to really realize that people really love playing those games with their friends. Yeah, you're cool. It's okay. Nobody's out there, but... I think they saw that the seamless co-op mod... Oh, the door was just there. I could have just walked through. Oh, wait. I'm gonna talk shit about Nintendo. Yeah, that's what we've been doing for a minute, Karma. Switch is 600 games or 120? Oh god, don't even say that. Oh, that is thunder. It's starting to storm. That's why you're hiding under the desk. Okay. I'm gonna check the weather real quick. But no, FromSoft will still do single-player games. They probably just realized that, like, the, Okay. Yeah, it's just... You're okay. It's not gonna storm. They probably saw that the seamless co-op was, like, the most downloaded mod, and they were like, oh, people like this. People want PvP. I don't know if people want PvP. I wouldn't be opposed to, like, good PvP in a FromSoft game. It's just that a lot of times their PvP has been, like, no, it's not servers, it's just client-based. No, if there was another tornado warning, I would be leaving. I would be like, okay, gotta go guys, adios, and then I would just end the stream immediately. It's just thundering out there. And the dog, you know, he doesn't like thunder. That's okay. He's the old good boy. No, thankfully, I feel like we're mostly done with tornado warnings from this storm. I'm not saying another storm won't pop up in a week and we'll have to worry about that, but for now, we're okay. I gotta find a save point. Okay, let me try. Nice. Nailed it. Alright, no, I will say, this is a much better game than the first one. Just simply because I barely had to use the guide today. It was just like, hey, go forward, and you'll get out of here. People expected Bloodborne 2, but what they got was a different game. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be Bloodborne 2, but I could tell it was Bloodborne inspired from that. As soon as I, like, saw the hand there, and I was like, okay. Okay, go off. Pop off. And also, it can't be Bloodborne 2. Sony owns the IP for Bloodborne 2, and Sony's never going to touch it. There's never going to be a Bloodborne 2. But Sony's not going to let anybody else touch the Bloodborne IP either. Just like Sly. Yeah, there might never be another Sly game, but Sony's never going to let that IP go. FromSoft makes a new Zelda game. It'd probably be really good. I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of hype. Would I get it? Probably not, because they'd want $90 for it or something stupid, but I can see that being really good. Alright. I think FromSoft also might just be flexing that they're not owned by Sony. Okay, well, this guy seems a little... Hold on. Okay, well, can't do anything about that. When will you see it? I don't know. You are asking the wrong guy about FromSoft release schedule. I don't know. They got their A and B teams, so they had one team working on Duskbloods probably, one on Night Rain, but Night Rain was mostly pre-used assets. I've got no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2029 before he got another another major release like that. Oh, I know. I know. Wacky Michael Zacky. I know he was working on it directly. Alright, maybe a dark sword? And look, I'm sure Duskbloods is going to be a good game. It's not going to be good enough for me to justify buying a Switch 2, though. Sounds like a derogatory term. It's what you call vampires. The only one that matters is Sekiro 2? God, don't put that out there. Look, Sekiro 1 traumatized me beyond belief. Sekiro is the best game I can't beat. And I have no problem saying that. Dustbloods and Harry Potter. It's the only one you've beaten? That's insane to me. Check Discord? Alright. That's pretty accurate, Deus. You're a good boy, it's okay. Yo, give me a sick-ass axe. Whoop! So, 4, I have to ask, did you just, like, beat Sekiro and you're like, nah, I don't want to play any of these other games? It's good he found this community. My life was really needed. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, Rambo. I'm glad this could be, like, a positive community for you. That's really good to hear. I need to find a save spot, like, really badly. You just suck that isn't any game except Sekiro? That's insane. Am I sure I'm at the right place? No. I have no idea where I'm going for, like, this entire game, Deus. Not me? Ah. No, honestly, if you can beat Sekiro, you can beat the other FromSoft games. It's insane to me that you can't. Like, that's... All the other ones are so easy compared to Sekiro. That's the wild thing to me. Like, okay, maybe they're not easy, but Sekiro's fucking hard. Like, legitimately, I'm afraid to start a new game because I beat the Flaming Bull, and I don't know if I can do that a second time. Sekiro seems to be the most fair. I don't know if I would agree with that. It doesn't seem broken or anything. Like, it's not unfair. It's just, I don't think any of the games are really that unfair. Okay, this seems kind of progressy. I can't get up there. Okay, I have not seen a save point in so long. I legitimately don't know how far I'd have to double back to find one. Let me check something. Maybe the guide will tell me if there's a save point near here. Nope. Okay. Hey, tennis, when you picking up the hook shoe, you want to tell him? And then your strong bad voice to get the can. Honestly, I don't want I would hate that if I had to pick up other people's dog shit. What do you mean, can't you just rent it? Why would I rent other people's dog shit? Oh god. No! I don't want to die here! Barely didn't. Rento shit. You can rent to own if you want. Alright. Man, I'm gonna be real upset when next week I have to go through like a third of this game again to get here. Okay. Frosty saying, can you name the country that forms the most prominent part of the Horn of Africa? No, I can't. Mozambique? Game, you're killing me. You couldn't put a save spot anywhere in the last, like, 15 rooms. Does anybody who's played this game know if there's a save spot anywhere near me that I can get to in the next few minutes? Nah. Yeah, you're probably right. Never got far in this game? Ah. I mean, I kind of get that. I'm kind of trapped down here. I can't... Somalia is a country that primarily makes up the Horn of Africa. Oh. Can I... No? Okay. Well, Dookie. I guess I will have to try to redo some stuff next week when I play this. Alright, well, it's about that time. So, I'm going to say... Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. I will be back. Let's see, today's Friday. I will definitely be back Monday with Final Fantasy X, but we'll have to see if anything else happens over the weekend. Who knows? Big thank you again to Bap the Worm for the follow, before I forget. Really appreciate it. I am going to be dropping you guys off somewhere. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you. I'll try not to let the applause go to my head. But I will be dropping you guys off somewhere. Let's see who we can rate out to. Thank you very much, Rambo. I appreciate it. I hope all you guys have a great weekend. I will feel better. It'll take a couple days, but I will feel better kind of soonish. All right. Okay, we got more Mel with some Elder Scrolls. Yeah, you know what? We'll raid out to more Mel. They playing some Elder Scroll. They playing some Skyrim. We were talking about it earlier. Why not? Plus, I know more Mel will take great care of you guys. Alright, have a great night, guys. Great weekend. Adios, and I will see you all later.
Everyone's just been on their best behavior.
Hi, Mr. Mut.